All right, this is part 7, 50,000 card lots. So I took time and I put them in 2 rows, 4, 3, 5. So let's get into it. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. We're at $2,160 in total money back. We got all this stuff right here. We did a free shipping show yesterday, which led to a whole bunch of orders, right? And there's more in the bottom one. So let's get into it. Let's do this is part of a series. Let's do a 4-row and maybe a 2. This is part of a series where I bought 50,000 cards for $4,000. Oh my goodness, I almost dropped all these. Oh, that's nice. Okay, for 50,000 cards for $4,000. So yeah, that's what this is about. Let's get into it. I am slowly selling it off. The goal is to have it all gone in a month. This is day 5. 6. This is day 6. I know we're on part 7, but I had to film ahead of schedule. That way, if I couldn't film a day, it wouldn't be that big of a deficit. And I'm trying to post on eBay every single day. Or not on eBay, on YouTube every single day. So if I film ahead of schedule, then that allows me the opportunity to stay consistent and give myself a little backlog in case, right? Because if you already have it ready to go the day before, then all you gotta do is get it ready to go the day after. Alright, so this is the first row of the 4 rows. Yes, there's been a lot of base rookies. Does that suck? Yes, it does. But let's get into it. I have a majority of all of these cards, almost at 99% of these cards are going to be sold on my Whatnot, which is the same name as my eBay, or as my YouTube, and they're all the same actually. So here's a ton of base rookies. We're just gonna skip by these. Yeah, okay. This is consistent with the lot so far, a whole bunch of base rookies. I have a YouTube, Instagram, Whatnot, TikTok. Go follow them, because why not? And yeah. So there has been a whole bunch of base rookies in here, and I sell those in bulk. Oh, that's numbered to 75. I don't really know who that is. Let's put this down here. But it would be much appreciated if you like the video and or especially subscribe to the YouTube channel, because this is what I do as my full-time job. Dang, these are damaged on the bottom corners. I can see it. It's hard to see from your guys' point of view, but you can see that down there. Might be easier to see on the back. Yep, they're all white. So, oh, and the top corners. Oh my. Okay, so what we're gonna do with those is we're not gonna sell those. Those can all go this. Okay, well, sometimes you get some damaged cards in and you just get rid of them. Okay. Some more rookies. LeBron. Nice. Who's this? Okay. Some college. Might be good to sell some. Some of these guys might have just got drafted. That should be really nice to sell some. Well, the goal is to have everything gone by the end of the month. Or not by the end of the month, in a month. I think that we could definitely do that. But the way that we're kind of tearing through this lot actually. We still have a whole bunch of inventory over here, but we've been tearing through it. It's because these rookie cards right here I sell in bulk, and there is a box that's over on the side that I've not sleeved yet, and so all these are gonna have to be sleeved before I sell them, because I sell everything at minimum and a sleeve. Okay, some more of these base rookies. There's so many base rookies, and I didn't know that when I purchased this lot, but you live and you learn. Right. Okay. Like a majority And I thought this was going to be loaded with parallels and stuff, and no. And these ones are damaged as well. You see that obvious damage. They're sticking to each other. So goodbye on those. One's obviously damaged, and there's a card sticking to it back there too. All right. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh man, this has been an awful start to this video, but I mean, hopefully we'll get a little better. Hopefully. And I don't even really sell basketball, but I didn't know that this was mostly basketball. I'm a football seller, and now we have a whole bunch of basketball cards, so just gotta go through it. All right, that was very, very awful. I'll be the first to admit. Now let's hope that there's something decent in here. I'll take a Tim Duncan, 2005. Okay, some more awful. Kevin Garnett. I don't really know who that is. That one's cool. On the duel. Shaq. Greg Maddux, damaged rookie. Albert Pujols, that one's actually pretty nice. Some of these Bowman first, Julio Rodriguez, that one's cool. Okay. Unleashed. That's kind of cool. Aaron Judge, Blake Snell, Chris Paul, Bo Jackson, Kyle Ripken, and Jose Canseco. That Bo's really nice. They'll sell really well. Ramirez, rookie. Another Ramirez. Another Ichiro. Again, that was a good little set right there. Vladimir Guerrero. Yeah, that was a good little section, right? Not a little spot right there. Nice. I do sell the rookie cards on my whatnot often. Okay. There you go. This guy on the auto. Number 249. There's a lot of him in there, and there's a lot of that other guy. And I'll tell you one thing: O.J. Simpson. Is that we got mugshot on the back or what? Huh. Oh, there's another O.J. Simpson. What the? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's interesting. Those things are very interesting. Okay, well, that was interesting. We got those O.J. Simpsons. Now let's go into the next row. This lot has been very challenging for me. And it's been... I definitely will not be buying baseball or basketball anymore in the future. So if you hit me up, and if I haven't responded to you and you think I'm being mean, I'm not being mean. I'm just busy with this 50,000 card lot. So if you hit me up on Instagram and you're like, hey, I'll sell you my cards, I'm busy. So yeah, I had that happen today where somebody was like, why are you not responding? And then they messaged me. I'm like, oh, has to be a short print. It has to be a short print. I had somebody hit me up on my whatnot saying, "Why are you not responding to me?" Da, da, da. And I said, "I've been busy," and they go, "Everybody's busy. Get over it." I was like, they're like, we were supposed to do a deal. I was like, nope, no. As soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, you're getting blocked. I go, oh, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I go, I'll help you out real fast, and blocked him. I'm like, bro, if I have 100,000 cards, maybe I shouldn't be buying more cards. And if you follow my Instagram, whatnot, all this stuff, everybody knows that I am doing this right now. Everybody on all my platforms, except for if you're new. Hey, what's up? And I have a big backlog of inventory that needs to go down before I go and move everything up, right? I will cease buying temporarily. Doesn't mean I'm never going to buy ever again in the future. Doesn't mean that. The other thing is I have a set of buyers who I know give me good stuff and I know always deliver. And so they get so when I do start buying, they are going to be put above everybody else because I have a known track record with them. And all these other people have been like, oh, yeah. I have 80 messages in my DMs on Instagram. And I'm not opening them on purpose because I want people to know I'm busy. Yes, I could open them, but then what am I supposed to say? Hey, yeah, by the way, I'm busy. If I open them now, I'm going to forget about them later. So I'm leaving them because when the time comes, I'll open them all. But right now, if I open them in a month from now, I'll forget about it. And then, yeah, this has been very, very bad. That was number 250. Okay, there's two good ones. Except for that one damaged. No, it's not. Okay, a whole bunch of basketball rookies that nobody cares about. Awesome. This has been very boring. There's 18 boxes left after we do these two. I had no idea that 80% of this was going to be basketball, and I did not know that 80% of this was going to be base rookie basketball. He said, no. I asked him, is it base? He goes, no, it's just rookies and parallels, inserts, and yeah. Very, very, very stupid of me to not fully see. The thing is I like to do these on camera, but to not fully look over these and be like, yeah, no, before time. So this is one of my guys who I've done multiple deals with, but I do believe that we will still make money. Similar to 150. May not be nearly as much, and it may be a lot more work, but if we can walk out of it with $1,000 after, it's a lot less than what I normally do, but I mean, if we can walk out of it with $1,000 or two, maybe even $3, then we double. It took a while, right? But that would be best case scenario, we walk away with doubling our money, which 4 to 8, that's not bad. Of course, it's going to take hours. It's already taken a lot of hours, right? But being this is my full-time job and I'm creating content, building everything, and I'm not never done basketball like this. So what it's allowing me to do is to learn. I know a lot of the names now that I had no clue. Okay, see this file? Boom. Yeah, we looked through it. Learn a lot of the names that I didn't know before. And it's giving me an opportunity to realize, yeah, we don't need to do basketball anymore. But it is what it is. And I'm a firm believer. And once I've made the deal, say I was buying an individual card. I made the deal. I shook his hand, all right? So, at that point, this is a me problem. And it was very dumb of me to do. But, deal was shaken. You know what that means? There's only one thing I can do now. Is get rid of them. Because they're all mine now. You don't go back to somebody and go, you know what? Why don't you, throw me in a, this lot sucked. No. Because if the same thing happened to me, I'd be mad. I'd be like, bro, you bought it. Oh, goodness. It's like if I bought somebody and then it was like, no, you know what? Their price went down. Maybe you should have looked into it more. So, therefore, all I can do is grind my butt off. Hopefully, at bare minimum, I don't think that we will lose money. I think we will break even, bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Yeah, there could have been other stuff I was doing, but it's a learning opportunity, which is good. So, if you think about it like that, and yes, it's going to take we've been doing this for 6 days now. It's probably be about 2 weeks of work. Maybe. Oh, how many more videos can I make? It depends on how many videos I can make, because I haven't looked through it on purpose. I haven't looked through any of this off camera. That way I can see what's in here. And be like, oh, okay. And then it's really, nice to look at it on camera. That was orange. And it's authentic. And I should have maybe looked at it before I did this, because that was really not smart of me. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm dividing them into sleeved and unsleeved, because all the cards that are not sleeved, yeah, I'm gonna have to go and sleeve all those, which takes that part takes a lot of time, right? Because now I'm sleeving 100,000 cards. Good thing is I already had a ton of sleeves. I actually have 150,000 sleeves, because I'm used to people selling me stuff with no sleeves on it. This is bad. I'm gonna probably make that a requirement. If you would like to buy any of these, I know right now it looks like nothing, because it is nothing. There's a couple, I haven't really seen a lot of good names in the basketball. Oh, and then there's LeBron. Okay. And another. Okay. And there's a stack of LeBrons right there. But if you'd like to buy any of these, just go to my Whatnot. If I have a code down below for a free $15. Nobody uses it. If you don't have Whatnot already, then you can use it. And it works, but if you do have Whatnot already, no good. Had somebody ask me that the other day, and I tell them, yeah, no, it only works if you do not have a Whatnot. It's to entice people to come spend their money on their platform. And okay. Yeah. Hope you guys, I know this was kind of boring, and I kind of feel bad. Alex Rodriguez, and the one before this one was filmed and I had to hold it in my hand. But I hope that you guys are enjoying the series overall. If you do not know what I'm talking about, this is episode 7, I'm pretty sure, of this series of doing all this. And yeah, it's a lot, but this just shows you what I'm showing you guys everything but me selling it, which if you want to see me sell it, and preparing it, right? But if you want to see me sell it, then check out my Whatnot. Somebody asked me like that. They said, yeah, it's great and all. You have all these videos showing the cards, but we want to see you sell. I was like, bro, maybe come to my Whatnot stream and see me sell it. Like, the way I do business is very boring, but the money isn't boring, right? This, not as exciting as a $100,000 card, even a $2,000 card. But it's like, the way I do business, I'm not your Tesla, I'm not your Bitcoin of a stock market type, like exciting moves, oh, this, that. I'm your S&P 500 in sports cards. Sports cards, S&P 500. There's a lot of LeBrons right there. Ain't exciting, but I guarantee results. And I'm guaranteed to make a lot of money. And I think I'm 100% sure that we will make money, but the problem is it stresses me out because I'm not used to doing, I am used to doing big deals, but when you get into these big deals, like these really big ones, 4, 5, 7, the biggest deal I've ever done was $7,000. That's a Tim Tebow. It's just, especially when you're dealing with large quantity of cards, you're like, okay, let's hope for the best, right? Like, it takes a while to make your money back, right? Especially with $1 to $2 cards. I have to sell 4,000 of them. And if they all sell for $2, I have to sell 2,000 of them, right? I actually have to sell 4,000 or 8,000 of them if they all sell for that price, $2, because I get $1.49 back in return. So that's the thing where it's like, ooh, but then whatever I'm left with, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. We might be left with 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. And it's like, oh, is it worth your time? I'm like, well, yes, it is. Because at bare minimum, we have a series now. That's pretty cool. I would say there's so many Alex Rodriguez. We have a series that's pretty cool. It's gained a lot of followers on Instagram somewhat. This is more of a YouTube series thing. We've gained a lot of new people. Oh, that's cool. Alex Rodriguez. We got a whole bunch of stuff, like, a whole bunch of new followers, a whole bunch of new people on my Whatnot. We're posting videos that are interesting. Hopefully, this one's pretty, but boring is. People look over boring because it's boring, but I embrace boring because I know that's where the money is. I know if I do this and do all that stuff, we can be rocking and rolling. Like this last row right here, I bet it's gonna be just as bad. This whole box is just basketball. There is a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball, not a lot. Basketball bores me. Oh, I see a cool card. It's a Bronco. Ooh. All right, that box is out the door. And we're 23 minutes in, so that's good. We can probably get in another. Oh, are these? Please all be LeBrons. Oh, I think it's a little gold mine section. Oh, well, LaMelo Ball rookie, not bad. Were all those sleeved? Yes, they were. Okay. Evan Mobley. Whole bunch of Evan Mobley. I don't even know if that guy's good. I get mixed reviews. Sometimes he sells, sometimes he doesn't. Devin Vassell sells like crazy right now. Like, out of all the rookies, he's the guy who I've sold every single one of them. Curry, LeBron, more LeBron. Yes, that's fine. This is a whole section of goodness right here. Well, what I was trying to say is if we're building the brand in some form of capacity, I will take a day or two of just, chilling. It's a lot of work, but the thing is I don't mind the work because I'm doing something that I love to do. If I love what I do, which I do, then whatever. Okay, dang, we didn't make, in this period of time, I could have done other stuff and we would have made like 2-3 grand in 2-3 days. Okay, well, I'm testing myself. You never know what's gonna stick until you throw it at the wall. And if it sticks to the wall, I think it's gonna stick. But if I throw 50,000 cards and they're all basketball at the wall and I realize, yeah, we can't sell basketball, that's a good sample size. Now, maybe I should never do basketball again. Huh. Yeah, that's a good idea, right? But if you don't take a sample, because somebody could run one basketball card and you could be like, yeah, you know what, basketball doesn't sell. And then you could run 100 and you sell 60. Okay, maybe basketball sells. Then you run 1,000 and you sell 240. Okay, like 25%. You run 50,000. Yeah, and if we have a hard time selling it, which we are, now I know. No go. And people are gonna say, "Oh, it's the time of the year. It's this. You have to take all this." And then these are dollar cards. Dollar cards don't do time of the year. It depends on what they were, right? Yes, there's a little dip. There's more LeBron. Nice. But they're dollar cards. What does that mean? That means that, yeah, and also, yes, it's summer. People are on vacations. And this is the dead period of sports cards, right? It ain't, and baseball is cool and all, but it's looking kind of dead, right? Like baseball, awesome. Hype isn't there. We're in the middle of the season, right? Basketball ain't going on. The draft just happened 2 days ago, which, is what it is. So that probably created a little bit of hype, but not as much as it. Oh, these are so cool. Dennis Rodman. Not as much as it would if it was season, and it's like, oh, but it's season. Yeah, but if you have a 100% football fan base or 99% football fan base, and you run baseball cards, they're gonna go, what the heck is this? They don't know baseball. They know football. So that's something that I've been, experimenting with. And I told them it ain't gonna be long. As long as we hammer through this, there's so much LeBron. As long as we hammer through this and get it gone, I promise I won't do something like this again. If this was football, though, I'm telling you, if this was 100% just football, we would make $10,000 easy. If it was just football, and I paid the same price, because my people love football, because I am a primarily football channel. Right, I'm a primarily football, whatnot streamer. They know football. I know football. I know what they get in football. I know what they get here. Like this card will sell for about $4 right now, except for scratch. So it's gonna sell for nothing because I'm not gonna sell it. I don't sell damaged cards. Yes, some slip by. Very, very, very few. I'd say about four maybe in every 100. Maybe 4 in every 100. It's probably more like 2 in every 100. Which, that's pretty good. That one's damaged. Oh, no, it's not. It was just dirty. No, it is damaged. But for the amount of cards I move, not bad. My goal by the end of this year is to have 10,000. Oh, these are cool. LaMelos. He actually just got traded. Crazy. Him and Anthony Edwards. Dual class. Top of the class. Going to be with each other. It's nice. Look at that. It's damaged. That's a nice Bryce Harper too. Okay, starting to get a tiny bit better, kinda. There's so much Alex Rodriguez in here. And okay, let's just go like that. Boom, LaMelo, Shepherd. Skip cutscene. Awesome. Alright, we're 30 minutes in. We have a box over here. An auto fell out of this box. Oh, okay. There's multiple autos at the top of this box. Okay, well, we know about that one. That one fell out of this box. We are... Oh. Who the heck is that guy? Okay. We are in San Antonio. We'll do this back row first because it looks really boring. Oh man. Yeah. Another box full of base rookies. Amazing. I love it. No, not really. I look at this, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? First of all, these are the autos. There you go. Okay. All right. I've heard of him. Number 20. And whoever that is. Guess we'll set these off to the side. Let's go through the boring stuff first. Yeah, okay. Awesome. All base rookies. Yeah, okay, awesome. All base rookies, except for that. And Shohei. And Jeter. And Trout. Okay. This little section was pretty decent. But I'm not gonna make us sit through this. Okay, we get the idea. Whole bunch of base rookies. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, not so awesome. Yes, it's full of parallels and colors and numbered and 90% base rookies. I will not do this again. Muhammad Ali. That's a cool card. Before you try to sell me base rookies, because you see, well, first of all, I ain't buying right now. Second of all, I do not buy base rookies. Only reason why these are in here is because when he said, yeah, there's just a little bit of base rookies, I assumed that, I was like, oh, whatever. And then it turned out 80% of it is. Maybe if it's in person, but I pay for shipping, half of shipping when I do deals, which there's Tyrese Halliburton rookie back there. That was kind of cool. When I do deals online, and you know what base rookies cost? I would buy base rookies at 1 cent a card. There you go. But it causes the shipping to go up. And a lot of the time, they're damaged. People send me base rookies. They're half eaten by the dog, half eaten by their little sister or something. So, Jazz Chisholm rookie. A whole bunch more base rookies. Awesome. Let's get to something decent. Those autos were all right. Same guy. We're just going to skip by all this. Skip the unskippable cutscene. Okay. That's D'Angelo Russell. Okay. Whole bunch of base rookies. Guess what that is? All base rookies as well. Okay. Here we go. This section looks like it could be decent. So we got some autos. Okay. Don't really know who that is at all. I know who this is. 2016. Some Bowman first. Anthony. That's a variation. No. I actually pulled the card out of here the other day that I saw. It was the top loading cards. That was a really interesting card, and it actually is like 40 bucks. Look at that thing. All right. Yeah, the only thing that's concerning is that this is my full-time job, so I get a little scared when I do stupid stuff because it's like, oh, this is your full-time job. What are you doing? That's the only thing where I'm like, don't do that. Because when you don't have a steady paycheck coming in because this is what you do, when you mess up, you really mess up. All right. If say I had a normal 9 to 5 as well, right? I probably wouldn't. I would be like, oh, this sucks. I wouldn't care as much because the apartment, the house, the food on my table rides on these decisions. And when you make really, really bad ones, well, this one wasn't really bad, just scary, big and scary, and that's where that's a crazy card. Okay, some more autos. That's where it's like, okay, maybe, but you gotta step out your comfort zone too. So it's like, whatever. It's like, whatever. I don't know. As you can see, I'm fighting with myself here. It's just not very appealing when you open a box and it's literally all base rookies. And you're like, ooh, that's 1 out of 20 gone. Okay, we got some rookies here. Walker, Beeler. Isn't he decent? That's like a red. That's cool. Jordans. The thing that makes me stress less is if I can just go out there and sell it all. That's literally it. If I go and I sell everything, and I'm like, okay, we're good. Because yesterday we had a really good day. Yesterday we did part of this lot, and we got 650 bucks. And what I did was, because I paid like nothing per card, I did free shipping because nobody was buying anything. When I didn't have free shipping on, I had my normal shipping, which my normal shipping is $4. And I couldn't have people in my streams. They weren't in the stream. Oh, that one's severely damaged. I didn't have people in my streams at all, right? All this stuff. And I was like, okay. That one's also damaged. I was like, you know what? Go free shipping and say F it. If you can't sell them regardless, go free shipping and somebody will take the bait. Somebody will buy some. Even if you do lose money on some of it, it'll probably be worth it, maybe. And guess what? The answer is it was. We sold $650 worth in 4 hours, right? So I'm hoping, as long as it's not all base rookies in here everywhere, except for if it's Cade Cunningham, because I'll take some Cade Cunninghams, or this guy, Anthony, all these. All right, I'm hoping that we can continue that success and just continue to go straight through these lots, right? That's the thing. As long as it's not base rookies, I believe that we can succeed. Oh, we'll look through them. I believe that we can succeed and that we'll have good days, right? But being the fact that I can't look through it all right now, right? That's the part too that gets me like, ooh, because I don't know what's in there and I want to see what's in there, but since I want to film it all, got me going crazy, right? Because I want to know what's in all these boxes. It's that part's killing me. I want to open it up and be like, okay, this is what we're looking at. It looks a lot different when I actually know what's in them. I bet I'd feel better too, but that's why we're slamming through these. These are from 2012. Okay. And then Sammy Sosa. And it looks like, yep, here you go, a whole bunch more base rookies. Okay. 1997 Jam Masters. All right. No sleeve on that one. It's very interesting. Jalen Brunson. I also think if they were all sleeved, oh my goodness, there would be a total different story too. Because now I'm spending an hour sleeving stuff. There's, whoever wanted 5 for these, smoking. That's a nice one. Okay, John Morant. I would rate. We're probably gonna be able to fit another box in here, maybe in this. If I go fast enough and really don't look at them. Oh, look at that! It's a disc. Nice. I've seen those before. They're kind of cool. If I go fast, then we can fit another box, and then. There's a whole bunch of Alex Rodriguez. This guy really liked Alex Rodriguez, or he bought a lot of Alex Rodriguez. But this is the thing. This guy, the reason he sold to me is because he had too big of a collection. And he goes, you know what? I have too big of a collection. I need to be down to 1 2-row box. I'm like, yeah, I get that. Oh, I love having so much inventory. I do. I do love having so much inventory. But at the same time, a part of me is like, what are you doing? Right? Because I also love not having a lot of inventory. So what do you mean by that? I like having a good flow, right? A nice flow in, out the door. So when I see all these cards sitting behind me and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I see all the cards, Mr. TikTok boy, and then I see all the cards in the other room. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I'm like, oh, I have way too many cards. Okay, well, how do you stop that? You just stop buying and start selling. Right, but I like to. If it were my doing, even if I made like no money and it was in and out the door that same day, which I used to do, Corbin Carroll, more Corbin Carroll, then that's a lot more. You know, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, yeah, we got this. In, out, boom, done. Moving cards, right? And I am moving these. I actually feel like. We've been moving these pretty fast and pretty well, even for a sport that I don't know. Right. Look at that thing. Don't know who it is. Sick patch. Yeah. Spurs auto. I know a guy who might want that, actually. I should just hit him up and be like, hey, I have all these Spurs autos. That's on card, and I bet he would buy them all. Boom. It's all about who you know as well. Because if I knew a ton of basketball people, I would unload. Just go boom, out the door. $8, crazy. 3 on that is even crazy. Now I know why they're all coming to me, because you're charging people too much. Nobody bought it because it was so expensive. People looked at that and went, oh. You know what I'm talking about. When you go to a card shop or a card table at a card show, and the first thing you look in the box, you see a card like 10 times the price, and you're like, yeah, we're not gonna. You just give them the nod, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just looking. And then you just walk away slowly, and you're like, please don't say anything. I'm leaving right now. That's what that was right there. That's why. That's a cool Derek Jeter. That's why some of these cards went to me. But if it gets too out of hand, this is what I was saying about the collection. If it gets too out of hand, to the point where you can't do it, Maybe you shouldn't. Let's do another 2-row. By the way, there's a dog. I opened it, so let's do it. What does this say? Valued over. Okay. Bull. Just a random box. Okay, let's take this row out. This looks like it's gonna be older stuff because. Oh yes, and it's older football. Okay, I'll take that. Oh no, these are in the deteriorating sleeves. We've dealt with these in the past from this lot. These are the sleeves that are literally so old that they deteriorate in your hands, and it's kind of disgusting. Which means that they need to be re-sleeved. I should have known. Okay. All right. Yeah, because the more I can look, the more I can get and show, the more I can run that night. So there's a rookie, some Brock Bowers rookies. I'll take those. Zion. This guy retired. He's done, by the way. I follow him on Instagram. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. If it was football, awesome. Not so awesome, but I'll take it anyways. Torkelson, okay. Mike Trout. Bijan Robinson rookie. That's the good stuff. I was hoping it would all be like that. Okay. That's numbered. Reggie Bush, rookie. That's numbered to 50. Okay. SP, rookie. Number to Hundo. Oh, these things just feel disgusting. You hear that slide? That's how gritty they are. You take a piece of sandpaper this thing and you have so much dust. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Vince Young. Watch this. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about with deteriorating sleeves. Not that one. These ones are good. So far. You'll see them. See, these ones are fine. It's a whole bunch of rookies. Joe Flacco rookie. Okay. See that? You just touch them and they disintegrate. No, these ones are good. That one's one of those disintegrating sleeves. It's kind of disgusting, but I mean, one of these is really going for it. I honestly don't know. This is out of my realm. I don't think I've seen anything, but there might have been stuff. I was really looking at these sleeves. I got distracted. I'll look through those when we run them. Okay, here we go. Vince Young, okay. Rookie Vince Young. That's fire. Okay, Brett Favre. Vince Young. That was a bad one. Disgusting. Now we got sleeve residue everywhere. Get out of here. I'm gonna be so honest. We're just gonna go like this. There's a whole bunch of, that one's nice, but there's a whole bunch of names in here that probably don't matter. If they do, like people, oh. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything in here so far. So we're just gonna go like this and skip by it. Look at that. That was all from these ones. There's more. Ryan Tannehill, rookie. Chris Long, rookie. I love football, but not deteriorating sleeve football. Maybe I do. Some deteriorating sleeve football, really, really good. Others, not good. Okay. Awesome. Disgusting. Whole bunch of base, rookies. Awesome. Shaquille O'Neal. Not that great of a box so far. I mean, yeah, we're skipping over all these things, but it's a lot of it's base rookies, and I don't really want to bore you guys. Like, yeah, there might be some good names in there, but it's gonna be like maybe like 2 or 3. That's a cool card. I don't know who that is, but it looks cool. I know who he is. Wyatt Langford. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. And we got last row over here. Then this video is donezo. Give me a quick run through because of the time. We had just enough time to open up another box, but just enough time to not open up another box. You guys got dropped. How's your head? Say ouch if you made it this far. Put ouch in the comments if you made it this far. Freddie Freeman. Whole bunch of baseball rookies, and Reggie Miller. Okay, some football. Okay. Brittany Griner. Y'all know what's up with her. Okay, some football. Some Ashton Genty rookies. That's what I'm talking about. Give me football. Oh my. You already know when I get back to football, I'm going to be looking at football so differently. I'm going to be like, oh my goodness. All football cards. When this lot is over and I'm back to, buying what I normally buy, I'm going to be looking at Ashton Genty rookie like if it just stole my lunch. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh. Everything's going to look so nice. I feel like we finally made it, which these are really cool, by the way. Those are really nice. This section right here, very, very nice. Okay. I just thought I would say something about that because, Fernando Tatis, Luis Roberts. But yeah, I'm going to be De La Cruz rookies. Okay. I'm going to be looking at football like it's the greatest thing on the world. I'm going to be getting... I think these are... No, they're not. But still, nice rookie there. Nice rookies. Okay, awesome. These are way easier to see when you flip them over in a second. Jennings, okay. I didn't see anybody in there that I really know. Being that my specialty is ultra modern football, like probably 2014 up, that's my specialty. Is that football. Everything from 2014 up, I'm pretty solid on. Like very solid. That's what I mostly do. There's some stuff in 2015 that's 16E, but 2014 and up is basically, and just for football is my jam. Okay, Juan Soto. These are cool cards. I love Stadium Club. Just overall Stadium Club cards are so fire. They're like the photogenic of football. Or Panini. Fire cards. Okay. I know we're going faster. Like, I can't even see. I'm sorry. Let's see. What are these? These are numbered to 299. Numbered to 599. Numbered to 399. Not numbered. Take all these. That was a nice looking card. Oh, that's a plate? No, it might not be actually. No, it's just like silicone or something. Felt like a plate. Jay Cutler rookie. Okay, we'll take a Jay Cutler rookie. It all looks good. Yeah, this out of my range. I mean, there might be a couple that I'm skipping over that might be decent, halfway decent, but most of them, none of these names are really sticking out to me. That's number to 50. These, what year are these? 2006. I was 2 years old when these cards came out. I was 2. So, don't really know too much about them. I didn't see any names really in there. I probably went too fast for you guys to see any names. But this is the last little bit here. Sean Kemp rookie. Good. Nice. Awesome. Bowers. Pete Crow Armstrong. Okay, yeah, let's finish off with some nice stuff here. Let me feel good about this lot. Well, first let's skip through all these. I would rank this one not the worst out of all of them. Yeah, I'm ranking this in the bottom 2. I don't really know which video they were, but I would rank. I'm putting this at the bottom 3. No, I'm putting this in the bottom 2 spot so far in this series. That's a nice one. Okay. The amount of cards that I need to sleeve up, I'm putting that into consideration. The amount of cards that are just base rookies, I'm putting that. That's a nice one. I'm putting that into consideration while I'm saying this. That's number 750. And the amount of just no-name, random. But yes, there was a lot of LeBrons, but I think that some of these other days were a little bit better. And there was those autos from earlier. Okay, I'm putting in the bottom 3. And there's those autos too. I forgot about all these autos sitting next to me. I can't wait to get my Ultra Modern Football back. Just gotta go through this hurdle. Awesome. Okay. That is everything. We went through 2 3-rows and a 4-row box. That's crazy. And we did it in 1 hour. These are all damaged right back there. These I just didn't put up here. These are all the cards that were sleeved from here over. These are all the cards that were not sleeved. See, so there's a lot of cards. These were nicer cards I'm going to put in top loaders. Just not these old ones. And then these are all cards that I'm possibly going to look up, but most likely going to put on eBay. Or put on whatnot. These ones as well. Right? So, those are out the door. We still have all of these cards right there. And this whole box full of binders and those. I still haven't done that yet. I'm trying to rush through this. We have 2 5-rows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-rows. We have 2 4s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-rows left. Plus all these cards I haven't had a chance to get to because we're moving really, really fast. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sub. Hit my whatnot up. Bye-bye.